WPIAL Podcast, Trib Live High School Sports Network. Our get-together here presented by Edgar Snyder and Associates. Go with Edgar, helping injured people since 1982. We thank them for their continued sponsorship. We are here to honor our WPIAL Baseball Player of the Week. He is becoming a very, very familiar name, familiar face to any and all high school sports fans here in southwestern Pennsylvania. We had him on earlier in the fall during the football season as our one of our players of the week. He joins us now as our baseball player of the week. It says James Armstrong, but everybody knows him as Boo Boo. Boo Boo, we appreciate you joining us. Thanks and congrats for all your success.
Thank you.
Now, when we last spoke, we were just talking before we got started here. You were 15, about to turn 16. You've officially turned 16. Driving yet?
I get my license on Thursday.
Nice. So you're taking your test and you're confident that you're getting your license?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Have you taken it any tests yet that you may or may not have passed?
No. I've taken like my permit, but
well, no, you got your permit. You've been
Yeah.
doing some driving, right? But usually sometimes it takes a test that you may fail on before you get your license. But as you are when you enter the field of athletics, you are very confident you're going to pass that driving test.
Yeah, very confident.
All right. Do you feel comfortable behind the wheel?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you feel comfortable out in traffic, like highways?
Yeah. I like the highway.
What's one situation that you've come upon that you feel a little nervous about behind the wheel?
I was coming down like a hill, like by my house, and there's like intersections where like they have stop signs on the side, and like I'm just going, and this dude just pulled out, and I was like, oh, I gotta stop.
But he was in the wrong.
Yeah, but like I think I'm good at driving, but like I just don't trust everybody else all the time because people do dumb stuff.
My man, keep that. If you drive the next 60 years, keep that same mindset because you got to assume somebody's going to do a knucklehead move. So always be prepared, and that'll help you avoid accidents. We hope, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Some accidents can't be avoided, but that's good. I'm going to throw a name at you, and I want you to be honest. Tell me if you've ever heard this name before. Rennie Stennett.
Wait, was he a baseball player?
He is a baseball player.
Did he play on the Pirates?
He played on the Pirates.
Yeah, I know. He went like 7 for 7.
There you go. Very good.
My one teacher was just saying, he just told me about him.
So before that,
Nope.
your teacher schooled you on it, you had never.
No clue.
Okay. Most people don't, and that's fine. I mean, dude, I was a young kid when it happened. 1975, Pirates Cubs. Pirates win 22-0. In the process, Rennie Stennett went 7 for 7, which is a major league record, most hits in the game, a 9-inning game.
Yeah.
You came darn near close on Monday, 6 for 6. You're having a great year, and we'll run down the numbers here in a moment, but just talk a little bit about that. A, it's rare to get 6 at-bats in a game, and B, to come up with a hit every at-bat. You had to have been feeling pretty good.
Yeah, it was it was a high-scoring game, so we obviously got a lot of at-bats, but I've really just been trying to make baseball more simple. Whenever you don't think about everything else, you kind of just think about the ball and the bat. It's not like I'm hitting 6 for 6 with 8 triples and 8 this. Like, I'm just trying to put the ball into play, and I happened to get it into a good play 6 times. So it wasn't like, I'm normally a contact hitter, so I normally make contact with it. I don't strike out too often. That's not my thing. So 6 times the ball went into play, and it was a single.
And the numbers, and if I'm remembering correctly, I think you've only struck out 3 times. You've only walked
Twice.
4 times.
Struck out
Okay,
twice.
twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very quick to correct me there. Okay, you've only struck out twice, and I think you've only walked 4 times. So you literally are going up there looking to make contact.
Yeah. That's what our coach tells us that a lot. He says a lot of things can happen when you make contact, and I'm not like a I mean, I was always back whenever I was younger and stuff. I always, loved baseball, practice baseball. I still love playing, but I'm busy a lot of the time, so I can't like sit there and practice. I can hit the ball hard. Last game, I went 2 for 4 with 2 doubles,
Right.
but most of the time, I just try to put it into play. I don't try to hit home runs, and I'll try to hit some doubles down the line in the gap, singles. But my goal is every time is just to not strike out and put a good ball into play.
Yeah. You mentioned your head coach, Morgan Singletary. He's done a really nice job. Good young coach in not turning the program around, but the program has a great history, the Hopewell baseball program, and he has brought it up to that level where you guys are expected to compete each and every year, right?
Yep. He's a great coach. I really like him. Him and everybody else on the coaching staff makes baseball more fun whenever you have good people around you, because baseball's a lot of standing around and everything, but whenever you have good people, good conversations, good coaches, it just makes it a lot more fun.
Keep it positive, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going to test you now. Let's go back to Monday, which, by the way, is a game you guys were trailing 6-3 after 1 inning, fought back and ended up winning, scoring 15 runs. 6 hits. Do you remember all 6 hits? Can
Yep.
you describe all 6 hits?
Yeah, my first one, I hit like a blooper over the second baseman. My second one, I hit it in the middle, kind of to the no, kind of to the left side of the field, just down the middle. And the third one, I hit like a pop fly that fell short above the center fielder, like he couldn't get to it.
Right.
Fourth one, I actually drove one right into the gap that the center fielder ended up getting that held me to a single. Fifth one was a infield hit. I hit a chopper to the third baseman and I beat it out at first. And my last one was they were shifted over because they thought someone was going to steal. So the third baseman went this way, and then I hit it right between shortstop and third.
Nice. All right. So a couple bloops, infield single, and a couple, shots.
Yeah.
Right. All right. That's good. Good memory. So the next day you mentioned, again, against North Catholic, didn't go 6 for 6, but 2 for 4. Both hits were doubles.
Yeah.
Tell me about those 2.
I hit one deep to right field, like on the line, and I hit one to the fence of. Wait, no, I hit one to the fence of right field and one deep down the left field line. And then I got on by air, and that was my first at bat, and then I flew out my last at bat.
All right. Well, geez, you went the extra mile. I only asked you about the 2 hits, and you described all 4 at bats, so that's good.
Yeah.
Now, Boo Boo, you're blessed with great speed, right?
Yeah, pretty good speed.
I mean, you're hitting a ball off the wall in right field. Shouldn't you be getting 3 out of that?
Now, that was actually, there's a story behind that. They did some type of like double cut, and I don't even know. I wasn't like running I don't even know what I was doing. My legs just started like pattering, and then I went to second, and I was like, oh, I should have got third. If I would have been sprinting, I would have got the third easily. I don't know what happened.
Anything hit to the right side, you should be sprinting because, again, your speed, you could turn singles to doubles and doubles to triples.
I kind of the ball, it didn't feel good off my bat. I kind of thought he was going to catch it. And then, it just kept carrying. And then while I was carrying, I was, running. And then, I don't know.
I'm not I'm not getting on you, my man. A double is a double. Plus, with your speed, a base hit, you should be able to score anyway. So, always good. I'm just teasing a little bit.
Yeah.
So, speaking of teasing, before we got started, you were fixing your hair. You look good.
Thank you.
But what with that hair, I mean, do you get some big time hat hair after a ball game?
Not really, because it kind of just gets like frizzy. It doesn't like, it's not like straight hair where it's like gets down or anything. It stays like
So
this.
it's
It just
not
might be a little
matted
bit more
down.
crazy. Yeah, it might just be a little bit more like out there, but it's not that bad.
So once you take it off, you do a little of this, and boom, you're ready to go.
Yeah, it just is more like dry. It doesn't, you can't see the curls as much, but
What's more, as far as damage to your hair? Because this is important. A lot of young men, maybe some young women, need to know these kind of things. I don't have that problem, as you can see. But do you have to put more time into fixing things up there after football with a helmet or after baseball with the ball cap?
uh probably more fixing is baseball, because like football it just gets like sweaty, and like that's a whole look itself. It's like I just played a football game, obviously gonna be sweaty. But
Right.
baseball, it's not gonna be sweating. It's kind of just gonna be dry and just like all
But
like out there.
okay, and you make a good point. I mean, you're going to get much more. It's going to be wet and sweaty after football. But let's just say it's photo day. So you have to put your helmet on for maybe 2-3 minutes, get a couple pictures, take it off. As opposed to same thing with baseball. You put your cap on, 2-3 minutes, boom, it's off.
Yeah, it's definitely football then.
Okay.
That's happened before. But when this football season, I didn't have my hair wasn't as long. I've been like growing it out more. So like now it'd probably be worse with football.
Do you like where it is now? It's a good length, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now, if you decide at some point this summer to get a haircut, will you get it really cut or just maybe a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm not
okay.
I cut
So
it down.
you're not getting crazy buzz like.
No, I used to have I used to have like waves and like low hair, but I after in 8th grade I just started growing it out. And it's been good luck since then, so
All right. Everything you always wanted to know about James Armstrong hair, this is the place to be. It's the Rebel Yell podcast on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Talking with Boo Boo Armstrong. I mean, you were having, after a fabulous freshman year, a just terrific sophomore year. We're going to run down your numbers, both in football and basketball, and again, get everyone up to speed as far as what you're doing right now for the season in baseball. Let's go back to, first of all, and I may have asked you this in the fall, but 3-star athlete, and emphasis on the word star. Is there a preference, or is it one of those things where, depending on what time of year, depending on what I'm playing, that's my favorite?
I actually had a good answer. Someone asked me that recently. I like working on and playing football. I like working on football, and I'm probably the best at football, but basketball is playing wise. I love playing basketball, and I love watching baseball. Like I love the game of baseball. It's probably like my favorite, just the game wise. But like playing it can sometimes, if you're doing really good, then you'll be really happy. If you're not, basketball, I love playing basketball, and football is just also great. I love them all, but I have different things I like about either.
I mean, have you always been like that? Like, let's say 10 years ago when you were 6, or 5 years ago when you were 11. Was it always that way? Or
Yeah, it was always
is one taken
baseball
off?
before then. It was always baseball there. I never even played basketball until like 5th, 6th grade, and even then I didn't really. It wasn't like the best thing. Baseball's always been my favorite sport since I was like
Wow.
since until 9th grade. Whenever we did high school football is way different, way more of a. I like when people are watching me. Like I like eyes, and I like lights, and I like all the stuff. So just seeing high school football atmosphere was way
Yes.
more fun, and it was like a realization. I like that.
Well, you need to get down to EQT Park. That's where the Washington Wild Things play. Some of those championship games can be kind of phenomenal too. So you'll love that atmosphere if you guys are able to get down there. You're not even midway through your high school career, so you still got a couple more years left. But if you had to guess, or maybe is football your future after high school?
Yeah, football is definitely my future after high school. Now, whether or not I had an opportunity to play both or
Right.
anything like that, I would maybe think about it, but it's still like spring football and everything, especially being a quarterback, it kind of puts you at a disadvantage if you're playing other sports. But
No, I agree. I mean, and especially because there's a good chance you're going to be going big time school somewhere. Then you really got to work on your craft, even if you have to sort of miss the other two sports, saying goodbye to them. Now, when you see what Connor Griffin signed for, do you sort of think, maybe there is something in baseball down the road?
I mean, yeah, I like baseball, but I definitely football. I love the grind of football. Like I love going to the field, playing with my friends, going to the gym. Like it's way more fun to work on football rather than like during the
Yeah,
off
no,
season baseball and baseball. Like I
I
love
get it.
baseball, but it's I mean I like playing it now because it's like with all my friends and everything. I love playing for Hopewell, but I don't know if I really would see myself playing anywhere.
Future aside, you're saying, so I want to sort of sort through everything you said because you said a lot of good stuff. You enjoy playing football the most.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And it helps that you're very good at it. Let's give you a rundown. What I'll do is I'll give you the numbers, and then you tell me how you feel you did this past season. In football, you guys made the playoffs out of the very, very difficult Western Hills Conference. 6-4 overall. Lost in the quarterfinals to Imani Christian. Here are your numbers: 125 for 209, 2,217 yards. That's so impressive. 21 touchdowns. You were second on the team in rushing, 739 yards. Second on the team in scoring with 17 touchdowns yourself. How do you think you did this past football season, and how do you think the team did overall?
I think how I think I did pretty well. I don't know. I think I definitely could have done a lot better because I got hurt during the end of the year. Those last
Right.
like 7 games, 6 games where I wasn't really running as much, and just not being able to move around kind of hurts my throwing as well. So that makes it disappointing that I got those numbers with that, and we got to the quarterfinals with all that. But our team wise, I think that we did decent. We definitely could have done a lot better. I think definitely if I wasn't hurt, we could have made it a lot farther and or put ourselves in a different situation because Amadi Christian was it would have been a really hard game if I was 100% rather any percentage. They were just a really good team, so definitely putting us we could have put ourselves in a different position, maybe have played other teams, maybe have anything really to get further, but overall, I mean, I'm happy with the season. I think that it was good to solidify myself more because I feel like after my freshman year, people weren't really on and didn't really know a lot about me. But I feel like definitely this season put me more on the
Yeah.
map, and I'm really excited for next season because if I can do that while suffering through an injury and everything, I definitely think I could do 2 times better than that this year if I'm 100% and the improvements I'm going to make during the offseason.
Obviously, you went through a basketball season and are thriving in baseball, so the injury is okay, I assume, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right, switch to basketball. Same question. How do you feel you did? How do you feel your Vikings did? You averaged 19.8 points per game to lead Hopewell. 14-8, tied for second place in Section 2 of Class 4A. Again, making it to the district quarterfinals where you were knocked off by Deer Lakes. What about hoops?
Now, I think personally, I did decent in basketball. I should be getting those numbers. I don't think it's like I definitely think I could have done better, but I don't think it's. I mean, if you're the number one guy on the team, you should be averaging 19 points, and if you're not, then we wouldn't have a very good team.
Right.
But I think that our team wise, we were very. we were good because we were all sophomores and we made it that far. We had a starting lineup of sophomores. We had one senior who played and one junior who played, and the rest, like six of us, were sophomores playing. But it was definitely it ended disappointing because I think we should have and could have definitely won against Deer Lakes. But just things happen. We started off the game slow. They were senior heavy and had a really good sophomore, I think, guard. I think he was a sophomore guard, but he was really good. I definitely think if we played 10 times, it could go 5-5.
Yeah,
We could
sure.
both win. And then we definitely could have gone far. Just seeing Quaker Valley getting there. We did lose to Quaker Valley twice. They're a really good team. But I think that we could definitely compete with the teams like that. So even just seeing, like, it's not like a sport where it was like we were so far off from being the top or competing for a championship. That made it more disappointing that we fell so far off, because I was like, we really could have. I mean, Quaker Valley's playing like we could play with those teams.
Right. All right, now let's talk about the Diamond. You guys are currently tied with Beaver for second place behind Blackhawk, Section 1 of Class 4A. You guys, after the sweep of North Catholic, an impressive sweep. That's not a bad Trojans team. You guys are sitting at 5-3. Here are your impressive numbers. 552 batting average. That's 16 hits, 29 at bats. 12 runs scored, 9 RBI, 4 doubles, on base percentage of 618, slugging percentage 690, OPS 1.308. Obviously, feeling pretty darn good at the plate. What do you think of this team and how the season's going to this point?
I think our team's really good. I definitely think that I'm proud of myself for getting, like, playing better and definitely showing that I'm good at baseball as well.
Sure.
But I mean, there's a lot of great players on the team who I think that even that surpass myself. We have Kingston Krotek, Charlie Spintana, Ben McDonald. They're all great players who Charlie and Ben are going to play at the next level. Kingston could if he really wanted to, but I mean, we have a bunch of good players, and I I'm definitely excited for the rest of the season because I'm used to normally being the best on the team and number one, and no and ifs or buts about it. But for there to be people who I even feel
Yeah.
surpass me, because I'm a very confident guy, it's great to take a step back and let other people lead and let other people just do their thing. Because it's great to see when Kingston's on the mound and he strikes out 13 people, gives up no runs. Charlie's hitting bombs, Ben's hitting bombs, like it's just great to see people I've always looked up to when I was younger just keep playing, and it's great for me to help them
Sure.
get there, especially whenever we have a good program like Hopewell. And I grew up seeing all the kids going to the Wild Thing Stadium
Yeah.
and playing. Like, it's just great that we have a chance to do that.
Yeah. No doubt. When is your first bomb coming?
Mm, I don't know. I feel like I could get one, but I don't really.
I mean, your home park is a poke, right? If memory serves me correct, it's
Yeah,
not easy to
my
hit one out of
my
there.
for a lefty, yeah, it's like 310 down the line.
Yeah.
But I don't know. If I would have got a barrel on the one that hit the right field, it would have went out. But again, I don't shoot for home runs. I just shoot for
Just
liners.
yeah, just get on base.
Yeah, because they moved me up to I'm number one in the order. I've been number one in the order since I think after the first game. So like now I just feel like my job's just get on. I just
Yeah,
need to get on base
get
first.
on base.
Because like
Um,
we have like Kingston and Ben and all them. They can all just pound the mash the ball.
are you center field, left field, or right field?
When Ben McDonald pitches, I play center field. Whenever he doesn't pitch, then I play left.
I saw on a roster somewhere that you were it said outfielder and pitcher, but you haven't pitched yet.
Yeah, I mean, pitching definitely would be my best thing. I would definitely be the best at pitching. I just don't. I stopped pitching because it hurt my arm last year, like I said. But I've always been really good at pitching. It's
Okay.
just I like when the ball's in my hands.
And of course, you're a left-hander, so I mean,
Yeah,
that would put you up here in my eyes. You know, there
yeah.
you
That
go.
was always my dream, was the pitch. But now I can't do it anymore.
No, that's fair. That's a lot of, especially with the fact that you have a future in football. You don't want to be, messing that up on a mound, that golden left arm on a mound somewhere. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it is always a pleasure, my friend. Oh, by the way, we're not that far off from Easter. Not sure if that's a holiday that you celebrate, but it's known, a lot of kids get their Easter baskets and have candy in it or whatever. What are your top 3 candies, whether it be an Easter basket or just candy that you get? What would be your 3 favorite things to find in any sort of basket?
I'll do, like, I'm counting gummies as well. That counts as candies in
Yeah,
my
it
eyes.
does. Yeah, you're right.
Gushers is number 1. Right now, I like Gushers. Number 2 would probably be like,
Gushers.
number 2, probably like gummy worms or like lifesaver gummies. And number 3 would probably be like Mike and Ike's.
Mike and Ike's. Wow, that's old school.
Yeah, I don't necessarily eat a lot of I don't eat a lot of candy because we don't have, like, my dad doesn't just go buy me candy. I don't go buy candy.
No,
I like food. Like, I'll eat a lot of food. I'm not
like
really a big candy guy.
food is very broad. What do you now?
No,
You're
like
talking about
hot
healthy
food.
food? Are you talking about fruits, vegetables, snacks? What are you talking about?
Chicken, steak,
Oh yeah, that
Chinese
major big
food.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and one other thing before I let you go, what term did you learn the first podcast we had you on? Do you
Oh my
remember?
gosh, I literally was thinking about that today. I was like, what was that term? And I was gonna go back and look, but it was something with like, it was fire. Is that fire or something else? And it was like
Yes. Very good. I'll give you credit.
Dust or
That's
something.
very nice. Wait a second. Hold on. That's going to get you one of these. That's going to get you one of these, my friend. You deserve it. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Dust indeed. That's a good memory, my man.
Yeah, I have a good memory.
Oh, good for you. All right. That thing will go on for a while now, I guess. Congratulations. Seriously. I mean, what you did this week was phenomenal. You guys seem to be on the right track in the section. Good luck the rest of the way. Hopefully see you guys into the postseason. Stay healthy, my man. The future is very bright.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on. I love getting on here. It's always fun. Great vibes.
Okay, keep doing what you're doing. You'll be on another 4, 5, 6 times by the time you graduate.
Yeah, I hope so.
But they call him Boo Boo. James Armstrong. He's only a sophomore, but phenomenal indeed. What an athlete from Hopewell High School. A huge week this past week, leading the Vikings to 2 big section victories over North Catholic. We thank James for joining us. We also thank our good friends at Edgar Snyder and Associates. I'm Don Rebel. Thank you for joining us on the Rebel Yell podcast here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.